You know that feeling, right? You've probably got that bag in the car, the one with the phone chargers, maybe some snacks, an umbrella, just in case.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Or the kitchen drawer with plasters and antiseptic cream.
Exactly. We're actually pretty good at having these practical just-in-case kits for physical stuff. Okay, let's unpack this.
We are. It's almost automatic for those things.
But then you think about our minds, and wow, it's often a totally different story, isn't it? There's no backup plan for that.
It's a real blind spot for many of us.
Yeah, and when life really hits hard, that unexpected bill lands like a ton of bricks, or you have a fight with a friend that just, cuts deep, or even just that panic at 2 a.m.
Yeah, that middle of the night spiral.
Right. We just end up scrambling or spiraling, like you said, or sometimes just completely shutting down. It's like we forgot to pack anything for the internal journey.
Mm-hmm. We're left unprepared for those mental scrapes and bruises.
Which brings us right to the core question from the material we looked at. Why don't I have a first aid kit for my mental health too?
It's such a good question. Because it really changes how you think about mental well-being, doesn't it?
It really does.
And the source material, it's clear this kit isn't like a magic fix, not a cure-all. It's described actually quite nicely as a gentle plan for when your mind feels messy.
A gentle plan. I like that framing.
Yeah. Think of it like your break-in-case of emergency box, but, specifically for your thoughts and feelings. Mm-hmm. It's about being proactive, not just reacting when you're already overwhelmed.
And that's exactly what we're going to explore today in this deep dive. Our mission really is to walk through what goes in such a kit, using the specific ideas from our source material, and hopefully show you how to be ready when, as the source puts it so well, life and stress will knock.
Love that phrase. Life will life.
So let's get practical. Let's talk about the actual items, because the point here isn't trying to dodge stress completely.
No, that's impossible.
Right. It's just not realistic. It's about being equipped, having your tools ready when you need them.
Exactly. The basic idea is, look, stress is going to knock. That's a given.
Yeah.
But, and this is what the material really stresses, being unprepared for it, that part's actually optional. It suggests you have some control, some agency.
That's a really interesting point, that word optional. It's not blaming anyone for feeling unprepared. It's more like an invitation.
Precisely. Yeah. It's not about blame at all. It's saying the preparation is optional, not the stress itself. It's an invitation to equip yourself gently for something we know is coming.
Okay, gently equipping ourselves. Let's start with item 1, a soothing playlist.
Music. Yes.
The source talks about music that, quote, lifts you when the world feels heavy. And I love this bit, there's a bonus mentioned. Dancing like nobody's watching, or even recording a funny reel. Apparently that counts as therapy too.
Well, it can feel therapeutic, can it? And it's remarkably effective. Music can shift your mental state so quickly.
It seems almost too simple though sometimes. Just put on a song.
But that's the beauty of it. It reinforces that simple, accessible things. Even joyful things like your favorite track can be real self-care tools.
Right.
And the dancing part taps into just letting go, expressive movement. That's powerful.
Okay, so we've got the sound covered. What about anchoring our thoughts when they start racing? Item 2, a comforting verse or affirmation.
The internal anchor.
Yeah, described as your go-to line for when your brain starts whispering or shouting, you can't do this. The source even gives a specific example, Psalm 61.2. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. How can just one phrase hold so much power?
Well, these personal anchors, they're like pre-written scripts for your inner voice, aren't they?
Okay, yeah.
When those negative thoughts kick in, having a simple pre-chosen phrase ready can instantly reframe things. It gives you a counter-narrative. It's a way to create a bit of distance from those unhelpful thoughts instead of getting tangled up in them.
Creating distance. I like that. Okay, so internal anchors are key, but sometimes we need external ones too, right? People.
Absolutely. Which leads nicely to the next item.
Item 3, a call this friend list. And the source is specific here. These aren't just any friends. They're the people who really get you. You know, the ones you can ugly cry with, no filter needed.
The ugly cry friends. Essential.
Totally essential. But it does raise a question. How important is that social connection piece for mental health support?
Oh, it's huge. But this list highlights a specific type of connection. It's about people who provide a safe space for you to just be vulnerable. Not necessarily fixers, but listeners.
Right, not necessarily professional advisors.
Exactly. It's about having trusted people for that genuine connection, that emotional offloading. Knowing the difference is key for healthy boundaries for everyone involved.
Okay, that makes sense. Next up, something a bit more tangible and maybe tasty. Item 4, a small treat or warm drink.
The simple comforts.
Yeah, like tea or chocolate, maybe your favorite snack. And the source actually says, yes, a biscuit can calm your nervous system, are with the cookie emoji.
I love the confidence.
Right, but how does that actually work? A biscuit.
Well, it's actually quite clever physiology. It's not just about indulgence. A warm drink, for example, can stimulate the vagus nerve,
Okay.
which helps regulate our fight or flight response. And mindfully focusing on taste, smell, warmth, that pulls you out of your head and into the present moment. It grounds you through your senses. It's a quick physiological reset.
A reset. Okay. Item number 5 is about getting things out of your head. A journal or note app.
Externalizing. Yes.
The instruction is super clear. Write it out. And the insight behind it is powerful. Thoughts that stay stuck in your head grow heavier by the minute. Why is just getting it out so critical?
Because when thoughts just loop inside your head, they often get amplified. They can seem much bigger, much scarier, much more tangled.
You're like an echo chamber.
Exactly. Writing them down or typing them out, it gives you distance. It externalizes the jumble. It's like taking that tangled ball of yarn out of your head and putting it on the table where you can actually see it. Maybe start to untangle one thread at a time. It disrupts the spiral.
Untangling the yarn. That's a great visual. Okay, number 6. This one's a classic for a reason. A grounding technique.
Super practical.
The source specifically mentions the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. 5 things you see, 4 you feel, 3 you hear, 2 you smell, 1 you taste.
Right, the sensory scan.
And the line that sums it up is just brilliant. Anxiety hates presence. Can you unpack that a bit? Why is being present such an anxiety buster?
Well, think about what anxiety usually does. It yanks us into the future, right? Into all the what ifs, usually the negative ones.
Worrying about what might happen.
Exactly. Grounding techniques act like a mental stop sign. By deliberately focusing your senses on what is happening right now, the things you can actually see, touch, hear, you're essentially forcing your brain out of that hypothetical worry loop and into concrete reality.
Yeah.
It short circuits the anxiety.
Pulling you back to the what is. Got it. Okay, finally, item 7, the last one for our kit. A short prayer. The source gives an example. God, hold my mind steady. Give me peace in this storm. Amen. Now that's beautiful, but what if someone isn't spiritual or religious? What's the underlying principle here?
That's a really important consideration. While the example is a prayer, the core function, I think, is about connecting to something larger than the immediate, overwhelming feeling, or connecting to a sense of inner strength or resilience.
Okay, so like finding perspective.
Yeah, or finding a moment of release. For someone non-spiritual, it might be a personal mantra, a moment of quiet reflection, maybe focusing on their breath and consciously letting go of the need to control everything.
Like a moment of surrender.
Exactly. It's about finding that pause, that sense of inner calm or steadiness, whether you find it through faith, through inner resourcefulness, or just acknowledging that this feeling, this storm, will eventually pass.
That makes a lot of sense. So wrapping up all these items, the big message we pulled from the source material really seems to boil down to this truth. Life will life. Stress will knock.
Yep, unavoidable.
But you don't have to stay unprepared.
That's the empowering part. The preparation is in your hands.
So what does this all mean for you listening right now?
Well, it means building this mental health first aid kit. It's not just some, fluffy self-care idea. It's actually a really practical act of preparation.
A very proactive step.
And future you, the you that is having a rough day, they will seriously thank you for having put this together when things feel like too much.
Absolutely. Which brings us right back to that first question that got us started.
Yeah.
What's one thing you would put in your kit? Maybe start with just one.
Just one thing to start. That's manageable. And here's a final thought to chew on. If anxiety really does hate presence, like the source says, and if thoughts truly get heavier the longer they stay stuck inside your head, then how might choosing just one small thing, one comfort, one grounding technique right in the moment stress hits, how might that shift things for you even before you build out the whole kit? What could that one immediate action change?